Hello everybody, my name is Jad. Welcome to another MLB 9 22 video, and in today's video, we've got some packs, some combos to go through, some premium skill change tickets to go through. Unfortunately, it is like post-team select SIG depression around here, because there is nothing to buy. I mean, I think, what is it, like, I don't even know what's even for sale right now. Normal GI tickets, like, there isn't even anything useful for us right now. I still need to go buy that non-PB select, team select pack. That's coming soon, but for now, we are just going to be doing some packs and combos just like the previous videos, because unfortunately, there's no premium skill change tickets right now. I think that's like maybe another week away at this point, so we're all just in a holding pattern basically until that happens, and for now, we're just going to kind of hang out. But I do have a couple premium skill change tickets we're going to throw at George Brett today, and we've got some blues and greens if we get something useful like Pioneer or Bad Ball Hitter. And we're going to go roll from there. So the first things first, let's go do our daily pack, and then we are going to go and do, I got to clean up some lineup space, I think, first, because I forgot to do it today. I'm kind of in a rush today. I'm between classes right now, so I'm kind of doing this, like, quickly just to kind of get everything going, because I got to get back to class. I got class at 11, and it's like 10:30, and it takes me like 20 minutes to get there, so we're going to kind of be rushing around today, so I do hope you guys, I apologize, this video is going to be a little bit all over the place, but we got to get this done within the constraints of what we have to work with here. So let's see if I can get these people in my lineup really quickly. I'm going to save the silvers, and I'm going to get moving and grooving here. I went to go release him. I was like, I didn't see him. I was like, where'd he go? Alright, so let's go do our premium packs. Let's see, we got this week, we've got ourselves 30 premiums. It wasn't exactly a good week of farming for me. I basically just took a week off in the middle of it. I just said I don't really feel like, doing anything this week, It's stressful to have to reset your rig every, like, couple minutes, so sometimes I just want to take a day off of it, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Especially after the Team Select SIG hit, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not really going to be too interested in, like, doing this often. Cool, got it right on the nose at 206, so we're going to go combine all these dudes. No one really of note to notice here. Garrett Cole, Pittsburgh. So as it turns out, a lot of people in my club do also agree with me. They also believe that Brett would be the better hitter. So some people in the comments as well also agree with me that Brett would probably be the better hitter for me to use the PSETs on. And I would be better off using Williams as my guy for my... Damn. I'd be better off using Williams as my guy for my batter chemistry, because Williams is not really trained up. Goodbye, D-Rob. Give me this diamond, man. That's better. I'll take the native Aldi. Or not. Just kidding. You'll love to see it. Like 5 diamonds in the shuffle and we get nothing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the new wildcard series that just wrapped up this weekend. I made almost every single pick incorrectly. I picked the first day, slept in through the second day, and then I picked the third day entirely incorrectly. The first day I took the Blue Jays and the Mets, and I slept through the second day, and then the third day I took the Mets. And, of course, those were the only 2 games the Mets managed to lose. Somehow the Mets threw Scherzer, who gave up like 7 runs, and then the third game the Mets just got 1 hit by Musgrove, who everyone is convinced is cheating. I don't know. I watched it myself. I'll take that Nola card. Thank you very much. I'll take the diamond too, I suppose. But everyone said he's cheating, and I watched it myself, and I don't really get it. Like they had the picture. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's the picture of like his ear. It's close up, and it's like all shiny and everything. And everyone's saying that was like some sticky substance, but I mean, they went to go check him and they didn't find anything on him. So that leads you to believe it's a couple of things. It could either be something that's not sticky, or it could be something that's just sweat. I believe I saw a couple theories from some people. I saw Cam, I forget his name. Tigers. I gotta look this up real quick. Hold on. I need to know his name. It's not Cam. No. I'm losing my mind here. You figured I'd have this. I have this done right away, right? This is killing me now. Cameron Mabrin, that's who it is. Okay. Cameron Mabrin had a tweet about it being kind of Frank's Red Hot, like hot sauce. And I'm like, that's funny. And his reasoning is that it's kind of like something that's going to burn your ear a little bit and kind of keep you focused. And that's a really interesting concept. And he said himself it's not a sticky substance. It could be that. Someone else said it could be icy hot as well. Also not a sticky substance. Just something that's going to, like, you know, keep you focused and something like that. And that makes sense to me. I've heard of athletes doing this where it distracts them from the stress of the situation that's going on in front of them. There's a diamond. Is that a prime? No, it can't be. Luis Cessa, Yankee legend Luis Cessa, still has no photo for some reason. But I mean that theory makes sense to me. I mean, obviously I'm not an athlete. I don't ever pretend to be one. But I watch the games a lot, and I assume I know a couple things here and there about the way the game works, but I'm not going to put myself in the shoes of an athlete. I would feel, as a normal person, I feel like that would actually... That's a plausible idea, in my opinion. I really do think that's a plausible idea. But again, it's not sticky substance. Like, we can sit here all day long and we can discuss, like, whether or not it actually makes sense or not, but the fact is it's not a sticky substance. And some people were getting kind of confused about this, and I don't understand the logic here, but some people were saying, like, oh, you know, they had to go check him, and he wiped it off. And I'm like, I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like if you had a sticky substance on you, and you could just wipe it off by just, you know, that quickly and then not leave no residue, that's not a very good sticky substance for you to use to get a good grip. I mean, it just seems like that's not the way that it seems to work. It's like, the reason why they check the player's hands after the inning is over is because the sticky stuff will still leave a residue on your fingers. Like, you'll still feel the substance. You can't wipe your hands on your shirt and get rid of all of it. Like, that's not really the way it works. So, everybody's like, oh, he wiped it off. And I'm like, it would still be there. You'd still feel it. Or you'd see his jersey comically get stuck to his head. Do you guys remember a couple years ago when Yadier Molina blocked the ball in the dirt and the ball stuck to his chest protector, and they're like, it wasn't sticky stuff? And I mean, I could buy that theory. I mean, it was pretty funny. I guess it would make sense, but I mean, it would be something similar to that almost. I don't know. And then, but the other thing that I remember seeing today when I woke up was everybody's like outraged at this move. They're just like, how dare they? How dare they go check him? I'll take another diamond, Jared Weaver. I don't mind. I already have one. No. I get the Diaz instead. Some people were talking about how, oh, it's, you know, it's not fair for them to go out there in the middle of Joe Musgrove's impeccable performance and, you know, on some conspiracy theory, check him and ruin his rhythm. And I got no diamonds out of that, so it was 12. I got one diamond out of 16 ultimates. 17? Yeah, one diamond out of 17 ultimates. But they're like, it's not fair for you to go out in the middle of his rhythm. And I'm like, that's just gamesmanship. Like, you know, if they do it to you, you do it to them back. Like, I honestly believed that they were just going to go check Edwin Diaz in the middle of his night, because at that point, you know, you've got nothing to lose. Take the Grom. And funny enough, after, like, you can say that this is completely irrelevant, but in that game last night, they check Musgrove, who, if you look at his savant data, his Savant data actually shows that his spin rate was spiked last night, which is also another reason why people might have suspected that he was using some kind of illegal foreign substance. But he didn't even have the biggest spike of all the players. I think David Peterson had an even higher spin rate jump last night, which is funny. And also, on top of that, when I was saying that if you're the Padres, you go check Edwin Diaz. Edwin Diaz kind of didn't look like himself last night. I mean, maybe they actually thought about that and said, listen, Diaz, you can't go out there and use whatever substance you're using for control. Maybe that was the case, maybe not the case. You can read into it however you want, but for some reason, Edwin Diaz looked human last night for the first time in forever. I don't know. I can't read into that too much. I don't want to read into that too much. I still just think that there was nothing going on there, and I still think that, you know, was it weird? Yes. Was it something that I would be like, that's definitive evidence that he was cheating? No. They checked him out. They found nothing. You know, I'm sorry. Like, even after Joe Musgrove left the game, you still had nothing against the rest of the Brewers relievers. So, I mean, look, it's kind of like the same thing, and this is kind of how I've come to terms with it, is that I had to stop there just in case I got a legend. I had to make sure. I've kind of come to grips with the fact of when the Yankees played the Astros in 2017, and we know they were cheating in 2017, even though we know they were cheating in 2017, I don't really feel that awful about it because of the fact that if you look at the way the Yankees lost the American League Championship Series to the Astros, it wasn't because the Astros out-hit us at an insane rate. We went into Houston, and we couldn't hit Justin Verlander, and we couldn't hit any of the other pitchers like McCullers and stuff like that. Like, it didn't have anything to do with them scoring like 10 runs a game on us. They scored a couple runs a game, but we didn't score that many runs at all against their aces. So, I mean, that's that. If you want an argument against the Yankee fans who say the Astros cheating in 2017 took away their chance to go to the World Series, my answer to you is the fact that we ran the bases like losers and we didn't hit their pitching. So, I mean, that's the way I take it with that grain of salt. Anyway, let's see what we got here. So I'm going to do that combo, and then we're going to do skill changes, and then we're going to get out of here for today because I need to go run class. And I am definitely feeling like I'm going to be late pretty soon, so I need to hurry this up. Of course, Parker Bradley, is that who that is? That the guy who makes the board games, I think? Phil Bradley. Never mind. Parker Bradley. I always joke around and say it's Parker Bradley. I never actually looked at his real name. Parker Bradley. I'm thinking like the guy that makes the Monopoly board games. Alright. Some premium skill change tickets. We're going to go use them on George Brett, if you don't mind. We're going to be using them on slot number 1. Looking for Pioneer or Bad Ball Hitter, which then we will proceed to use blues and greens on. And then he will become our new DH. And then we will retrain Gary. And then we'll be off and running, and then Posada will be relegated to the bench, because unfortunately Posada is just not quite cutting the mustard right now in the lineup. Not really ideal. Of course, that will have to wait for one more week, though, because no legend skills today. We're going to continue to use our normal SETs on Chapman's SIG. We're going to continue. I still do not think that this is a good enough skill set, his fixer set. But for the time being, we're just going to run the rest of these 20-some-odd skill changes and then call it a day. So, anyway, I mean, that's enough ranting out of me. I thought that the Wildcard series was a much improved version of the previous Wildcard series. I much improved seeing triple threes, of course. I'm much happier that it's no longer a single elimination series, so much like the Cardinals, who basically led the game the entire game, and then they sent out their closer, who was clearly injured, who lost feeling in his hands, Helsley. He has one bad inning, and next thing you know, you're eliminated because of one bad inning. You know, that no longer is the case. I'm very, very happy that they've modified this, and I think it's much more improved. However, now you are sitting in here in the current situation where you have a team that won the division, such as the Cardinals, that did not make the divisional series, and you also have a team that won 100 games, such as the Mets, who did not make the divisional series. And I guess you could say that, that's just the way that the ball bounces in this situation. Maybe, they had a favorable matchup and they just could not win a double elimination series, which I can make that argument too. It's not like they didn't have their chances. It's just that the other team played a better series. That's an interesting skill set. Low levels, I'm going to keep going. But now I'm ready for the divisional series, and now things get serious, and the matchups are all set. I'm excited to see. I would much rather play, personally, myself, the Guardians than the Tampa Bay Rays, because knowing us, we struggle massively against the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Tampa Bay Rays know that triple threes, of course. Tampa Bay Rays are not afraid to play in our stadium, whereas the Guardians know that we are a fan base made of maniacs, and as we've seen this year, unfortunately, that one incident with Quan and the fans and Miles Straw, they know that we're a bunch of maniacs. Anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I apologize that there was not much to do today. We're still, like I said, there's no packages to do today. I'm almost to a mileage sig and also my event sig. I'm at 6,000 points. Although if I make every postseason pick wrong, I'm not really going to get there very soon. But with that being said, you guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I think I've said that like 5 times by now. I'm like losing my mind. Good luck with your polls out there. Be safe out there. And I'll see you soon. Peace.